Hello? There we go. Okay. Forgot to turn on the roadcaster. Apologize about that. Of course, I knew I forgot something. And it was to turn on Roadie. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Another Phillies game on Play-by-Play with JJ, man. What is going on? I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Yeah, man. Well, the Eagles, they lost yesterday, and we won't really discuss a lot about that right now, but we have a Phillies game that we got to get into because the Phillies also lost yesterday as well. Can't forget about that. This is a big series the Phillies have against this Milwaukee Brewers team who is currently a couple of games behind the LA Dodgers for the second best record in baseball, and they're actually 3 games behind us. So it's a big game coming up tonight. Once again, Phillies are looking to tie the series. The temperature is 76 degrees outside. Winds not really blowing too high, but Phillies will send Zach Wheeler out there on the mound today, and they're hoping to get another really strong outing from him. And the guy that he's going up against is Frankie Montas. Now, Zach Wheeler, his ERA is a 2.60, and he has a .97 whip as well. He did really good the last time that he pitched. He had 2 earned runs allowed in 6 innings. Also had 9 strikeouts as well. He looked really sharp out there, and he's been the Phillies' best pitcher, obviously, like throughout this whole entire season. The only mistake that he had was Aranda's 2-run, or was Aranda's homer, and then that wall single back in the second inning. But his fastball looked really good. His command was really strong, and he did what he could out there on the mound, and they're going to need him to replicate that performance tonight against the Milwaukee Brewers. So let's see if they can do that. Now, the guy that they're sending out there on the mound tonight is Frankie Montas, who played for the Oakland Athletics and the New York Yankees and was also on the Cincinnati Reds, but is now a part of the Milwaukee Brewers. And Montas has gone 27 outings, 7 wins, 10 losses, 4.49 earned run average, and 128 strikeouts as well on the season, and his 138 innings of work. The Phillies lineup for tonight, it'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Realmuto, Marsh, Sosa, and Cal Stevenson. So Edmundo Sosa is back in the lineup tonight. He was reactivated or reinstated from the IL with back issues, and the Phillies had to option Buddy Kennedy to AAA in order for them to get him back onto the roster. All right, so Schwarber will be leading things off, and again, it'll be Turner, Harper, Casty, Stott, Realmuto, Marsh, Sosa, and Stevenson in the lineup for tonight's game for Philadelphia. All right. Why is this freezing all of a sudden? Of course it's freezing. What's going on? What's wrong with the TV? That's weird. TV just froze all of a sudden. Very weird. Casty, Stott, JT, Marsh, and Sosa, and Stevenson. Are we still live? We're still live, right? Hopefully we are. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I apologize. Okay. We're already having some technical difficulties. All right, let me unplug the TV. We lost connection. Put a jacket on if it's freezing. Nah, it's not freezing. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I just plugged it back in. Let's see if this works. Gotta wait for it to turn on. So I can see it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. First pitch was outside, but he swung at it. Second pitch was high and inside. Third pitch was way outside. Then he swung on and missed at a cutter that was outside. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to him. What's up, Darth Pooh? What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate it very, very much. Now we're just waiting for this to load. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. So Schwarber strikes out. And there's already 1 out here in the top of the first. The Brewers, well, we'll get to their lineup in just a little bit. But on the defensive side, it'll be Jake Bauers over at first base. You got Bryce Terang over at second. Over at third base, it'll be Ortiz playing over at third. That is Joey Ortiz. And then over at shortstop, it is Willie Adames. Playing out in left field, it'll be Chourio. And then the center fielder is Garrett Mitchell. And Sal Frelick takes right field. All right, so let's see if this works. Okay, good stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike. It says it's starting the live TV. Trey Turner's up to bat. There we go. All right, we got it. And the 1-1 that misses low for ball 2. Montas is just 1-6 at home this season with a 4.09 ERA and has a 1.31 whip. Next one, it's taken outside for ball 2. Have our little scoreboards down below. Also keep you updated on how the Braves are doing, because that magic number matters as well. 3-1 pitch, ground ball, rolled over to shortstop. Adames has it, throws it over to first, and there's 2 gone. Catching behind the plate is William Contreras, and the DH is Rhys Hoskins today. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Crew chief for tonight. Well, it'll be Gabe Morales calling the balls and the strikes. Over at first base is Chris Guccione. Trip Gibson is the second base umpire, and Emil Jimenez, who was the umpire last night behind the dish, is over at third. First pitch to Harper, and he fouls that one back over towards the screen. Bryce batting .290. He has 28 home runs, 82 RBI as well. Also has a .910 OPS. Went 2 for 4 in last night's loss. Phillies ended up losing 6-2. And the 0-1 pitch. That is fouled back over towards the screen. Brewers are in their white tops, white bottoms, have the blue cap on with the Brewer logo. The ball is 2 strikes to Harper, and the next pitch is in the dirt. Phillies, on the other hand, are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Harper has a blue sleeve on, along with royal blue batting gloves. And the stadium lights are reflecting off of his shin guard, which is really cool. 1-2 pitch. That is low in the dirt for ball 2. So Schwarber struck out swinging. Trey Turner grounded out to short. And Harper is at the dish. 14 pitches by Frankie Montas. He has 2 buttons, 2 of the top buttons unbuttoned. And the 2-2 is fouled away. Pitch was outside, and Harper got a piece of it to stay alive. Bryce has 20 hits in the month of September and 52 at-bats, which is good for a .385 average and a .448 on-base percentage. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. The slider was in the dirt and inside, and Harper strikes out to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning by Frankie Montas, and we head to the bottom of the first. Let's see if Zach Wheeler can replicate. Okay. All right, so the Brewers lineup. Let's get into that. First of all, hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons as well. We do radio play-by-play on here, but we do it on the streaming digital platforms, and we try to interact with you guys as well and make you guys color commentators while we do the play-by-play. So that's the cool, unique thing about our channel. Bryce Terang will be leading things off for the Milwaukee Brewers. Then it'll be Jackson Chourio playing out in left field. The catcher will be William Contreras. Then it's Garrett Mitchell playing out in center field, hitting in the cleanup spot. Willie Adames takes shortstop and is going to be batting fifth. He's been red hot for the Brewers. Jake Bauers playing over at first base, and he'll be batting sixth in the order. Rhys Hoskins slides down to the 7 hole. He's the DH for tonight's game. Sal Frelick takes right field. And number 5, the caboose, is Joey Ortiz. I meant to say that he's playing over at third base defensively. That's number 5. Okay. All right. So again, it's Terang, Chourio, Contreras, Mitchell, Adames, Bauers, Hoskins, Frelick, and Ortiz. And that is the lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. They won last night 6-2 against the Phillies, and the Phillies are looking to provide a response today against the Brew Crew. And, well, they'll have on the mound Zach Wheeler for Philadelphia. Should be a very, very good game. Phillies are looking for win number 91. This is Wheeler's 30th start of the season. He has a 15-6 record so far. He's gone 179 2/3. Has 199 strikeouts on the season as well, and a 2.60 ERA. So Terang comes up, and the first pitch he sees is a fastball that's called strike 1 on the outside edge. Nationals have a 1-0 lead against the Mets. We'll take that. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. Terang hitting .261, does have 7 home runs and 54 RBI, and he'll foul the next pitch off. Now the Braves do lead at 4-1. But the magic number for the Phillies to clinch the division can go down to 3 tonight with a Phillies win and a Mets loss. The 1-2 delivery, here it is. And there's a comebacker played on a bounce by Wheeler, and the underhanded flip over to first base will get Terang out. Wheeler's a 4-seamer, a sinker, a sweeper, a curveball, a cutter, and a splitter. And opponents are batting .213 against the 4-seamer this season. Against the sinker, it's at 181. But how about against the curveball, 195? First pitch, it's a 95-mile-per-hour fastball that came running high and inside, and Chourio swings and misses at that. This guy has been a heck of a ball player. .273 average, 21 homers, and 77 runs driven in. And he'll take the 0-1 on the upper third of the zone for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. What's going on, man? What's up, Alex? How you doing, bro? No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the first. And the 0-2 is off the plate for a ball. The 1-2 delivery on the outside corner at the kneecaps for a called strike 3. And there's the 200th strikeout of the season for Zach Wheeler. Congratulations to Zach. Oh, boy, that's awesome. So that's the second season in a row where he has reached 200 strikeouts. He had 212 last year and 192 innings. The pitch on the way, high bouncer, hit over towards second base, and the throw over to first is in time, and William Contreras, on one pitch, is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Milwaukee Brewers, and we head to the top of the second. We've played one full inning here at Miller Park. Okay, strikeout and a ground out over the second. All right. Hi, everybody. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic Tuesday night. I again want to thank you all so much for coming on last night and for supporting me. I was really surprised about how big of a turnout that we really had for doing the Eagles game. It was fun, man. I had a really, really good time. Not the result that I wanted or that anybody wanted, really, if you were an Eagles fan, but I was overall pretty happy with myself, you know, and I thought that just to start off the season, I thought that we did all right. You know, there's definitely things, again, that we have to brush up on, and that comes with the reps, right? That comes with time. And so I was really happy that I had a lot of support last night, even through times where I screwed up. And that's a part of life, right? So I just want to say thank you for being there to support me and for staying on and for sticking with me, because that means a lot. And it goes to show who really does care. So thank you. That put a really big smile on my face. But now back to business, okay? So in regards to this Phillies team, you know, they played the Brewers yesterday. They lost. Is it time to panic with Ranger Suarez? Is it time to panic with Ranger? Do we realistically think that he's going to help us in the playoffs? I'm just asking. I want to hear your thoughts. So please let me know down below. Is it time to panic with Ranger Suarez? What do you think? So Castellanos will lead off the top of the second. There'll be 4, 5, and 6 to up in the order for Philadelphia. So that's Casty, Stott, and Realmuto. Montas, who threw 16 pitches in the first, goes back out there for the inning, and the pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards deep left center field, and goodbye baseball, that baby is gone. Nick Castellanos with a little see you later salute, and he gets his 21st homer of the season. That thing went 430 feet. How about that? That was a fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate. So the Phillies are on the board. And now Bryson Stott comes up and he tries to barrel up a fastball there. Just can't get it, though, and he missed it for strike one. One nothing Phillies lead, and the 0-1 delivery is outside to make it a 1-1 count. So Frankie Montas, in his last outing, went 6 innings, had 8 strikeouts, no runs on 2 hits against the Giants. He's gone 6 innings in each of his last 4 games. The pitch. And now it's a 1-1 count. Now, he did allow 3 earned runs in his first outing of September, which was on September 6th. That was against the Rockies. 2-1 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. That's the 19th homer, though, that he has allowed this season. was a great catch by that fan. 2-2 pitch. And there's a pop-up hit out over towards left field, and that will be caught for out number 1. So Chourio makes the catch. Brewers are 87-63, and the Phillies are 90-60. They have a 30-34 record on the road. Now it's JT who steps up to the dish and takes it outside at 97 for ball 1. We know that Frankie can definitely throw some heat with the fastballs. We've seen that over the years, but that slider and when that cutter is on, it's pretty good. 1-0 pitch. Down and away for ball 2. That was also the first hit by the Phils. 2 balls, no strikes. And Montas throws a cutter that's just low. 3 balls, no strikes. Why is this mouse so slow? The 3-0 delivery, and there's a fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike 1. All right, so we can mute these. That's good. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We need 15 more to get to 4250. 3-1 pitch. Nat's taking at the kneecaps for strike 2. You're also more than welcome to hit the super chat button if you please. Or if you insist, I should say. But you certainly don't have to. Just want to let you know that that's there. Marsh waits in the on-deck circle. The count is full to JT Realmuto. Montas gets the signs from Contreras, starts his windup, and delivers, and that is swung on and missed at 97 right down the hatch for strike 3. 2 outs. And now Marsh is coming up. Hit a homer in last night's game. That was pretty much the Phillies' only offense. 1-0 Phils. Montas kicks and delivers, and Marsh surprises everybody with a bunt. It's going to be hit over towards the third base side, and the throw over to first by Montas. Not in time, and Marsh beats it out. That was executed perfectly. Marsh laid down a bunt over towards that third base side. Montas had to run off the mound and barehand it and throw a dart over to first base, but Marsh hustled out of the box, and that was just textbook offense by Brandon Marsh. That's how you lay down a bunt. Here comes Edmundo Sosa, who gets his first crack at it since he was on the IL. And he takes low for ball 1. 40 went on the injured list. Was batting .264 with 7 homers and 30 RBI. Montas gets set at the belt and fires, and that misses inside for ball 2. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scores when we head into the break. Marsh stands over at first base. He's a couple of feet off the bag. 2-0. Strike 1. Sinker. Two-one pitch. There's a foul ball, and that one goes back towards the screen. Luis Angel Acuna just had his first career extra base hit and his first career RBI, and helped the Mets tie the game back 1-1 in the bottom of the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Edmundo Sosa, and the next pitch fouled away. The Giants are crushing the Orioles 4-0. Just saw that on the score. The pitch that is slapped foul and now to play for Philadelphia. George! Sosa up, and next is Cal Stevenson. Montas will deliver from the stretch. The runner goes. The 2-2 pitch is high. Throw over the second base by Contreras, and Marsh dives in there safely. Brandon Marsh doing it all with the small ball, and he's definitely had an impact, and hopefully the Phillies can try to get an extra run and reel him in. Good jump, too. Knew he was going to go, and second base umpire Chris Guccione ruled him safe. The payoff pitch to Sosa, and that just misses down low for ball 4. And Sosa's going to drop his bat. Took a step out of the box, and now he's going to take his shin guard off. And he gets on with a walk, and that's going to put runners over at first and second base. And here comes Cal Stevenson. Kyle Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. And just like that, we have time called on the mound. So the Phillies are looking to try to get some more runs in. Like and subscribe, folks. Jeopardy. You watch Jeopardy? I love Jeopardy. What's up, Snow? What's going on, man? What is good? What's good, Snowman? How you doing? What's up, Lou? Thank you so much for being here. 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the top of the second, and Cal Stevenson is up to bat. Got Marsh leading off over at second base. He got on with a bunt single, then stole second base, and then Edmundo Sosa walked. There's 2 outs here in the pitch. And that's outside for ball 1. Okay, so... Oh, wait. I was going to ask... Denbrew. Sorry, I thought that was Denbrew for a second. I was going to say, Denbrew, did you bring the champagne? Well, what's up, 3-step? 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is a sinker that just catches the upper third of the zone. One ball, 1 strike, 2 gone here in the top of the second. And the next pitch. And there's strike 2. Right down the heart and soul of the plate. Two outs, 2 runners on. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Montas kicks and fires, and the outside pitch is fouled away towards the third base net. Phillies last night were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The Brewers, on the other hand, were 2 for 9. Not much better. Montas stares back at second base, and now back to the plate, and the 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed, and the inning is over. The Phillies do get a run, though, on a solo home run by Nick Castellanos. They leave 2 runners on base, and it's time to go to the bottom of the second. A 1-0 lead for Philadelphia. All right, now's the time to like and subscribe, baby. Now's the time, while we're in this little break here, to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. I want us to get to over 10,000 viewers. I really do. We haven't reached the 10,000 mark I don't think we've ever done it. I want us to get a lot of people on here today. So, and again, if you tuned in to my call last night and you stayed on, I appreciate it. Again, I'm going to say it again. You know, we come on here to get reps, and it means a lot that y'all showed out. It really does. It means the world to me. It's trust, man. Let's go. All right, I'm not going to get distracted with chat. If there is something that comes up, please let me know down below, though. What's today? Today is September 17th. All right. So bottom of the second, we were going to take a look at the out-of-town scores. The Mets just scored another run and lead it 3-1 in the bottom of the third with nobody out. They still have runners over at first and third base. The Red Sox and the Rays are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the fifth. That game is out at Tropicana Field. The Mets, as we just said, lead it 3-1. The Pirates are up 1-0 in St. Louis. Bailey Falter's pitching for the Pirates. And that's always a good rivalry. Blue Jays and Rangers just got started. They're in the top of the first. And no score so far. The Giants are up 4-0 against the Baltimore Orioles. And the Braves are having a home run parade against the Cincinnati Reds. It's 5-1 in Cincinnati in the bottom of the fourth. Now the Marlins and Dodgers, it's 6-5 Miami. They had a 4-0 lead, and now it's 6-5. That game's in the bottom of the fourth. The Twins are playing the Guardians. That's another big battle there. It's 2-1. Minnesota has the lead. And the Kansas City Royals are down 1-0 against the Detroit Tigers out in Detroit. A's lead at 2-0 in Chicago. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Later tonight, we got Astros and Padres at 9:40. Then you got Yankees and Mariners at 9:40 as well. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, and that is fouled back over towards the screen. So Garrett Mitchell will get a crack at it against Zach Wheeler. Wheeler gets the signs, kicks, and delivers, and it's high and away. When we take a look at the NL wildcard standings, the Padres are in the first wildcard spot. Diamondbacks are 2.5 games behind them. So the next one is outside and high for ball 3. And the Mets are 1 game above the Atlanta Braves. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the second, and the pitch. And that was outside, but it's a called strike 2. And the American League race is also interesting. The Orioles have a 5-game lead over the Kansas City Royals. And they're 2.5 games above the Minnesota Twins. The Tigers are 1.5 games behind the Twins, which is wild. And the Mariners are 2 games behind the Twins. So that race is still pretty tight. And the Red Sox are sort of still knocking on the door. They're 4 games behind Minnesota. The Rays and the Blue Jays still mathematically have a chance. And so do the Rangers, who are 8 games behind the Twins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, and there's a bouncer back up the middle, and it gets underneath the slide of Trey Turner. Gets right by him, and there's a single to start off the bottom of the second. It's actually crazy to think that the Detroit Tigers have a chance to get into the playoffs. It really is. Bottom of the second. 1 runner on, and the pitch. And there's a strike called. So Willie Adames, what a season he's had. 32 home runs, 109 RBI, and a .250 average. 0-1 is the count. Wheeler gets the signs from Realmuto and fires a strike right down the heart and soul of the plate once again for strike 2. Keep those likes coming. Keep those subs coming. And remember, mods, give us a like count after the end of each inning. The ball's 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks and fires, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's the second strikeout by Zach Wheeler tonight. And first out is made. Wheeler's like, I'm going to throw a fastball, and I dare you to catch up to it. And Adames just said, darn it, very nicely as he head back to the dugout. The next pitch, that is a curveball that's down to Jake Bauers. Bauers hitting 198. Does have 11 home runs and 40 RBI as well this season. He has his yellow Brewers batting gloves on. They're mustard yellow color. Throw it back over to first, and getting back in there safely is Garrett Mitchell. Obviously, the Brewers lost their MVP, Christian Yelich, who had season-ending surgery. The 1-0 pitch, and that's outside. JT's throw over the second base is not in time. And Garrett Mitchell had a good jump there. The throw wasn't on the money by JT, but it would have thought it was a tough read for him. So it's 2-0. That's the count. Mitchell certainly does have some speed on the bases. That's why he's playing out in center field. He's 26 years old. That was his first steal, though, since September 2nd. But overall in the season, he has 7 steals coming into today. 2-0 pitch, and there's a strike called to Jake Bauers. The 2-1 offering, and that's a called strike. Boy, Gabe Morales has been sort of widening that strike zone. Pitch was definitely outside, but that wasn't the first time that he's called that a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the second, 1-0 Phils against the Brew Crew. And the pitch, and that is a curveball that misses for ball 3. There's Rhys Hoskins in the on-deck circle. Hitting .208 but has 24 homers. And the payoff pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Stevenson will track it down and make the catch over towards his right side, right at the numbers for out number 2. And staying put over at second base is Garrett Mitchell. It wasn't hit that deep enough. I did want to tell you guys that John Clark did send a post about 5 minutes ago. As Rhys Hoskins comes up to bat, and the first pitch is a called strike. And he says, Phillies fans, you can sign up for a chance to purchase tickets to postseason games at Citizens Bank Park. There's more about it in his article on NBC Sports Philly. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch, and there's a foul ball. What fans need to know, though, according to the article, it says in the bullet points that only eligible fans whose registration is selected in the random drawings happening for each round will have the opportunity, subject to availability, to purchase tickets. The 0-2 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Registration for all potential rounds of the postseason on Phillies.com/postseason will end on Saturday, October 12th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And the fans will be eligible once they're registered for a ticket opportunity for all potential postseason rounds. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rhys Hoskins, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Zach Wheeler gets his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. So Hoskins is down on strikes, and the inning is over. So we head to the top of the 3rd. Phillies up 1-0 on a Nick Castellanos solo home run to start off the top of the 2nd. And, well, we head to the top of the 3rd. The Phillies will flip the lineup card. Okay. I wanted to see. So I missed Adames. I got Adames, right? I got Bowers. Then it was Hoskins. And then Sal Frelick. Okay. Good. All right, hit that thumbs up button, baby. And hit the subscribe button as well. Snippy did a good job. Hurts is not him, says Jack. I hope next year's JT's last. Bro, JT is still a very good catcher. He still is a really good catcher. He is. What else do we got? 3 strikeouts. Hope that he gets to the 7th, says Jane. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Hello, JJ. Good day watching here from Davao City in the Philippines. All right. Top of the 3rd coming up. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History. So let's do that right now. All right, so, of course, this is brought to you by Broad and Pattison. Today is September 17th. All right? And in 1900, here's something that's interesting. In a game at Baker Bowl, okay, a Cincinnati Reds player uncovers a buzzer and wires under the dirt in the third base coach's box. The buzzer was believed to be part of a scheme used by the Phillies to steal signs using a backup catcher stationed above the center field clubhouse with a spyglass. 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber, and the next pitch is taken for strike 1 as Montas is back out there for his 3rd frame. Reportedly, okay, the Phillies, their espionage activities were already known to other teams in the league. Next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. The game did continue without protest or penalty. Now, it doesn't say who won the game, but that happened on this day in 1900. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is swung on and missed for strike 2. "84 years later on this day, the Mets sent Dwight Gooden out there on the bump, and he struck out 16 Phillies. But he also made an error leading to an unearned run and balked in a run for a 2-1 Phillies victory. 2-1 pitch here, and that is fouled back. The guy that scored the winning run for the Phillies was Shane Rawley, and he pitched a complete game 5 hitter at the time. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Schwarber got a splitter that he chased after in the dirt, and Montas gets his 5th strikeout of the evening. Raul Ibanez, they're showing his 8th inning grand slam that he had on this day too, back in 2011. That gave the Phillies a 9-2 win over the St. Louis Cardinals, and that gave them their 5th straight NL East Division title. So that also happened on this day as well. First pitch to Trey, and that's taken all the way for strike one. Montas getting ready to throw pitch number 50. No balls, one strike, and the next pitch, and that is going to be swung on and lined out towards center field for a base hit. And Turner able to get on with a one-out single here in the top of the third. Looks like it was a level swing by Trey. It's average up to 297 now. Now Bryce Harper is due up in the order. Dylan Childs is here. What's going on, bro? Top of the third, one out, and a runner on over at first base. And the pitch to Bryce Harper is a sinker that reaches 95 on the gun for strike one. Harper struck out his first time up. Montas gets ready and kicks and deals, and it's fouled off by Bryce. He's just 2 for 6 coming into today against Frankie Montas. One of his hits was a double. Also was an RBI and a walk. Throw back over to first, and Turner dives back in there safely. Blake Snell has gone 6 innings and has allowed just 1 hit against the Baltimore Orioles and has struck out 12 for the Giants. Next pitch, and that's chopped foul. Last time that he pitched, it was against the Milwaukee Brewers. He went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, and they had 8 Ks as well. They beat them 13-2. The ball's 2 strikes. One out, top of the third. A runner on over at first base, and the 0-2 pitch is wide. Snell has not even lost a game. The last time that he actually got recorded the loss was on April 19th. Started off the season 0-3, and he's now 3-3. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Bryce Harper goes down on strikes for the second time today. So him and Schwarber are 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I can't lie, Montas definitely got him there. Threw a really good pitch. 2 gone, top of the third, and Nick Castellanos was able to give the Phillies their only run, is up to bat, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and the throw over the second base to get Trey Turner by Contreras is in plenty of time. Turner tried to slide in there, and Contreras had a cannon of an arm, and Calitre's going over to the phone. And Rob is going to give it a look. So, let's see if the Phillies are successful with this challenge. Trey tried to slide into second base. I don't know if Terang swiped him or not. I thought maybe he got just a piece of him over on the shoulder. But let's see. This is probably the angle that they'll tell us. I don't know. That's a tougher angle than I thought. So the Phillies are challenging this. Meanwhile, 3 minutes ago, Francisco Alvarez just hit another home run for the Mets, and they lead 5-1. So if the call is overturned, Turner will be safe over at second, and it'll be a 0-1 count to Nick Castellanos. But if the call stands, the inning is over, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. That was a great throw, but Terang, I don't know if he was able to swipe him out or not. Make contact with the left shoulder of Trey Turner when he tried to slide in there. They're giving this a deep look. That was a really nice slide by Trey. I got to give him credit for that. It was. The throw certainly had him beat. But that was a great slide. I mean, I'm just curious as to what if they're going to have enough conclusive evidence to overturn this. And if that's why, if they do manage to say that the call was confirmed and he's out, what evidence would they have to overturn it? I mean, I thought that from the last angle that they showed us on NBC Sports, I thought maybe his right foot, Trey Turner, got on there the same time that he was swiped. So let's see. So they confirmed the call, and he is out. So the call does stand. Wonder if they didn't have enough evidence to overturn it. We go to the bottom of the third. So Cassidy will lead off the fourth inning. And we head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Phils. Okay. All right. Who else messaged me? I appreciate you all so much for tuning in on here. We got 309 people watching. I need us to get a like count. Give us a like count. We need 12 more subs to get to 4250. And if the game is over earlier, what we'll do is we'll finish watching the rest of the Braves game or the Mets game. I know that the Braves are up 5-2. It's in the bottom of the fifth. But we'll wait and see how things go there. These standings are getting very, very interesting, that's for sure. Jane says, Bull, he didn't even touch him. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard for me to say. Grace is here. What's going on? What's going on? We got 96 likes so far. Good stuff. Satellite counts as Grace. But let's keep the likes coming. Keep those likes coming. So the magic number for the Phillies to make it into the playoffs is at 4. And for them to win the division, it's at 5. If you are curious, and we'll definitely keep our eyes on these other games as well, but the magic number for the Phillies to clinch over Milwaukee to get the bye is at 10. That can go down to 8 tonight, which would be interesting. And the magic number for them to clinch over the Dodgers is at 12. And that can go down to 10 with a Dodgers loss and the Phillies win. So it's a big series for the Phillies and for the Brewers as well. Brewers also have to play the Padres and the Mets. And I think the Diamondbacks as well. They're all competing. The pitch on the way in, that's taken outside for ball 1. So let's see again if Turner was... They're showing the replay. I don't think he got... They said that maybe he got hit on the glove, but I don't know. One ball, one strike, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. Anthony Sanfilippo says the only thing worse than long replay delays are quote-unquote long replay delays that end with a horribly wrong interpretation of what we all saw. Upholding that call is an embarrassment. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Sal Frelick strikes out on the next pitch, and Wheeler gets his 4th strikeout. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the end of the 2nd inning. And Joey Ortiz will get his first crack at it against Zach Wheeler. Wheeler gets the signs and fires a 95-mile-per-hour heater that misses inside. Ortiz, well, this season he's batting .242 with 10 homers and 51 RBI, but he's been doing pretty good for them overall, production-wise. On a pitch, and that's a strike, as it was fouled back just towards the screen. The leg kick and the pitch from Zach, and it's fouled off again. So bottom of the 3rd, Phillies do lead at 1-0. They have 3 hits, and the big one was by Castellanos in the top of the 2nd with a solo homer. 1-2, foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, and that is in the dirt for ball 2. Thank you, Macho Man, Macho Donato. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for the high praise. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. And there's a ground ball chopped over to Trey Turner, who throws it over to first sidearm throw, and that will get Joey Ortiz out. And we'll flip the lineup card, and Bryce Terang will lead things off. We're mentioning that Blake Snell has only allowed 1 hit in 6 innings and has 12 strikeouts. Ever since he came off the IL in July, he has a 1.33 earned run average according to MLB stats. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. That's impressive. 0-1 delivery, and that's down. Decided to go with a splitter. I said that T-Mac and Ben Davis couldn't even believe the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch. That is swung on and missed for strike 2. And I guess that the one thing I have to learn as I continue to go with this, and I know I'm still young, I'm 26, but I got to go with my gut. 1-2 delivery. Foul ball again. 43 total pitches by Zach Wheeler as he's facing the Brew Crew. Nobody on, 2 outs, and the 1-2 delivery is laid off on a curveball. "30 strikes thrown by Wheeler and 14 balls on a matter of 44 pitches. And the 34-year-old gets set at the letters and delivers the next one, misses outside. He's been getting that call, but did not do so there. Bryce Terang is 1 for 5 against Zach Wheeler during his career. But he's never struck out against him. And the 3-2 pitch, fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Castellanos gets under it, and he'll make the catch. Now make a 1 for 6. All right, so we head to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Phils as Zach Wheeler throws a 1-2-3 inning to end the 3rd. And it's time to go to the 4th. Castellanos, who gave the Phillies a 1-0 lead in the top of the second to lead off the inning. Well, can he replicate that again as we head to the top of the fourth? That's the question. What's going on? What are we doing, man? Oh, we're having a conversation about football in the chat. That's funny. Please, JJ works so hard for us. Yeah, man, I'd really appreciate, the likes and the subscribers. And if you wouldn't mind, man, spread the word. Please, tell other people that we do play-by-play on here. It would really, really mean a lot to me. I'm trying to do some also extra games as well. So because of these magic number scenarios, I want to see the Phillies clinch. And these losses by the Dodgers, the losses by the Brewers, the losses by the Mets, and for the Braves, they're all wins for us too. So we're really trying to give you guys extra coverage on things. I also ended up getting MLB TV for the month just because of that, because I want to try to call more games for you guys. I do. So that's what we're doing, and I would really appreciate it if you just supported by hitting the like button. That's all. That's all I ask. Like and subscribe. So I'm going to ask it again, okay? Are we concerned about Ranger? Are we concerned about Ranger Suarez moving forward into the playoffs? Please let me know your thoughts down below. After last night's performance and after how he's been ever since coming off of the IL, are we worried about Ranger being the number 4 starter? They're all talking football because the Birds played last night. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, I'll get into my thoughts. I was going to do that after this game. I was going to post a separate video about that. Here comes Castellanos, who swings and misses. And there's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. And the pitch to Castellanos. Ground ball. Back up the middle. It is played on a bounce, though, by Bryce Terang. And there's 1 gun as he throws it over to first. Sidearm throw. Yeah, that's going to come naturally, That takes more and more time. I don't really know if I have, a specific, home run call, Some people do, some people don't. I like the Philadelphia Phillies win, ring the bell, Philadelphia. I think that works. Fastball right down Broad Street. I think that works as well. I really like that. I've never heard somebody else do that. Instead of saying Broadway. 1 ball, no strikes. But these other things I'm sure will come with time. Frankie Montas still out there on the bump. And he kicks and delivers and throws another strike. I said that Montas had the first 2, the top 2 1 buttons done. But it's really the 3. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. It's hit past the mound over towards the middle, but Terang fields it cleanly again and throws it over to first. And there's 2 gone. Like and subscribe, folks. 11 more to get to 4250. So Stott grounds out and follows Nick Castellanos. 2 up, 2 down. 3 retired in a row by Frankie. They'll wind up in the pitch. Low for ball 1 to JT. Here's Real Muto. Batting .262. There's 12 homers. And the next one, there's a strike. It's a slider. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch, and that is swung on and missed for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. There's a splitter that misses low. As we take a look at the NL East standings, we've been talking about this playoff magic number and the division magic number. Phillies are 8 games above the Mets coming into tonight and 9 games above the Atlanta Braves. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Realmuto, and the windup in the next pitch, and that splitter's in the dirt, but JT chases after it and goes fishing, and there's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. In this top of the 4th, bottom of the 4th coming up, Jackson Chourio will lead things off for Milwaukee. It's still 1-0 Philadelphia. Lawrence Butler just hit another homer, and now is 20 since July 1st. And this guy faced us, and we thought that he was just going off against us. No, sir. He's been going off against everybody. What's up, chat? 295 people tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family members about this channel as well. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies are 90 and 60. Tim Kelly just posted a picture, and the caption says, "This seems to be a pretty definitive angle that Trey Turner wasn't tagged on the sliding mitt." And I have to say he's right. He's right. The second angle that they're showing right now. Nope. But that's the game. That's how the game goes. The Marlins just scored again and now lead it 8-6. How about that? And they still have a runner on over at second base. So again, if the Dodgers lose, the Phillies' magic number of clinching the 1 seed goes down to 10. If the Phillies also win. Bottom of the 4th. Out at Miller Park. Green Ranger will once again be a game changer. Let's go Phils. I like that. Wheeler's our best pitcher. I think he has a messed up rotator, says Macho. We're talking about Ranger and his injury. Yeah, man. Nola is the starter most likely to get lit up. You would say that over Ranger. I trust Aaron Nola over Ranger Suarez right now. Is that safe to say? Do you think I'm crazy for that? I trust Aaron Nola over Ranger Suarez. That's why I'd put Nola as the 3. Some people would say that he should be the 2. I think he should be the 3. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And the reason why I say that is because Aaron Nola has had a track record of having playoff success. That's why I trust him more. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch, and there's a strike called. Thanks, Rhys. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the like count. 1-2 pitch from Wheeler. There's a foul ball that'll find the seats over towards the first base side and out of play. Chourio 0 for 1 was the first strikeout victim for Zach Wheeler and helped him get his 200th career strikeout. 1-2, check swing. Did he go? They say no over at first base. It's now a 2-2 count. Wheeler winds up, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. That was at 97 and way above the strike zone. And Chourio has gone down swinging twice today against Zach Wheeler. Another K cashed into the bank. That's how you do it. Mod Squad, you're the best. And the pitch. And there's a ball. There's a ball. Safe to say, JJ, you're not cray-cray. Thanks, dude. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Don't quit your day job, JJ. I'm doing whatever the heck I want, man. I want to pursue this. And I'm going to have a day job or not, you know. I appreciate it, but 2 balls, 1 strike. I love doing this. 2-1. That misses inside for ball 3. So Contreras is up to bat. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-1 pitch, and there's a line drive smoked out to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Cal Stevenson and William Contreras. Now 3 for 13, or excuse me, 3 for 14 against Zach Wheeler. So he gets on with a 1-out single. Taking a look at the MILB scores for Lehigh Valley, they're down 9-5. Griff McGarry is pitching now. It's 9-5 Worcester. And the pitch that is swung on and missed. Wheeler gets set at the letters and kicks and fires, and that's fouled away. Those robotic cameras are pretty cool. NBC had a camera operator, and they were right next to a robotic camera, and it sort of got in the way of the foul ball. The ball's 2 strikes. And the next pitch is low. Garrett Mitchell is the guy that is up to bat. It's 1 for 1 today. Was able to break the ice for the Brewers. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Double play could certainly help the Phillies here. The 1-2 pitch, line drive smoked out towards right center field, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. Rounding third base and coming on in to score is William Contreras. The throw is cut off, and heading on over to third base with an RBI triple is Garrett Mitchell. And the Brewers tie it back 1-1 on an RBI triple by Garrett Mitchell. That was a fastball right down the middle. And Mitchell just roped it out to right center. And Cal did the right thing by going a little bit over towards his left. The pitch, swing and a miss. So the go-ahead runs over at third base now. No balls, 1 strike. Infield playing in for Philadelphia. Adames at the dish, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. So Adames with 32 homers this year, 109 RBI as well. He's 29 years old. 6 feet 1 inch tall. Weighs 219 pounds as well. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. There's a big strikeout by Wheeler, so he comes back with a strikeout and gets his 6th recorded tonight. Oh, boy. That's the 2nd strikeout of the inning, too, man. Here we go. Jake Bauers up to bat. And he takes low. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Fouled back. One ball, one strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And the next pitch, and that is swung on, hit out over to right field. It'll stay in the ballpark, though, and Casti there at the right time to make the catch. The inning is over, so the Brewers tie it back on an RBI triple by Garrett Mitchell. We head to the 5th. Marsh, Sosa, and Stevenson. That's 7, 8, and 9, all due up in the order for the Phils when they return to action. I apologize for saying earlier Miller Ballpark, or Miller Park. It's not called Miller Park anymore. It's called American Family Field. That's where the Brewers, that's what their stadium is called now. What's going on, everybody? You're doing a hell of a job, man. Bro, thank you. I really appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate that. I love it here too. Good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know, I appreciate you guys, man. I do. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. All right, so we go to the top of the 5th. You know, I've been disappointed with this offense so far, and I know that they're facing Frankie Montas, but I'm not trying to use that as an excuse. I'm watching this game, and, you know, again, I guess now it's officially okay to say that it's not okay, but this is a part of who they are, and I expect it, but that's not what this roster, the way that this team is constructed, they're supposed to hit home runs, but they're also supposed to put up good at-bats. And they're just not doing that. And it's really annoying. And I feel like that you have a right to be disappointed with this offense again today. Because last night they really didn't show that. Again, 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. It's not so good. So, it's great. It's not so good, man. I wish that they're doing better, you know? Top of the 5th. Brandon Marsh up to bat. And the pitch is high and inside for a ball. There's no yawning in baseball. Dude, that just naturally comes with the 3 hours, you know? It does. Naturally comes with it. But I get what you're saying. 1 ball, no strikes. To Marsh. Montas with the 69th pitch, and here it is. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and that will be caught. Just shy of the track by Jackson Chourio. We got a good read on it. Was able to make a nice catch for out number 1. At least Marsh hit it pretty hard that time. But what are your thoughts about this Phillies offense? Is it just me, or do I have a right to be upset with how much of a lack of runs that they're getting? JJ is so relaxed with us. I try, man. The pitch. There's a ball that's taken downstairs. Edmundo Sosa walked in the 2nd. That was his first plate appearance since returning from the IL. No 1-0 delivery, and that is low and outside for ball 2. I don't know if you noticed, but usually like over the last like 3 weeks or so, I've been coming in with like more energy, and I like to sort of use this as a lab too. So I wanted to sort of play around today, and I said, let me try to save my voice a little bit and try to build things up, and let's see how that goes. 2-0 pitch in the air, hit out over towards right field. It'll stay in the yard, though, and Frelick will make the catch for out number 2. So we're trying to do that a little bit today. Here comes Cal Stevenson, 2 up, 2 down, top of the 5th. Base is empty. There's some Philly fans that have made it all the way to American Family Field. And Cal Stevenson will get a crack at it against Frankie Montas. Pitch number 1, a called strike at 94 on the inside corner. Cal has 5 RBI, and his average sits at 300. No balls, 1 strike, and that pitch is outside. And again, Morales has been sort of extending that strike zone today. Montas will get the signs. Glove set just below the waist. And he fires. Pitch at 97, but that is way off target. I like that. You put 3/4 on the table. That's how many pitches Montas has. And the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss on the 76th pitch. Cal Stevenson goes fishing after a dirty pitch that's in the dirt. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. All knotted up at 1 apiece. And Rhys Hoskins will lead things off when the Phillies return against the Brewers. Okay. Just got news that JVR, that's James Van Riemsdyk, for those of you that follow, or for those of you that don't follow hockey, is now on Columbus. Former Philadelphia Flyer. Congratulations to him. Over the weekend, according to NHL Network, the 35-year-old signed a 1-year contract with the Blue Jackets. I wonder how much it's worth. Interesting. NBA just launched an 11-year media deal, which begins next season, but it won't take that long for NBC and Amazon to hire talent. Members of quote-unquote Inside the NBA represent some of the highest profile options, but there are quite a few others. I'll have to take a look at that article from Front Office Sports. Maybe I should apply. Just kidding. I mean, it never hurts, but, like, it takes, you know, with the way that things go, you got to know people. And I love what I'm doing on here. Not saying that I wouldn't consider it, but I'm just saying that that's interesting, for sure. You're right, JJ. Seems good pitchers shut us down lately. Yeah, it's just annoying, dude. I'll be honest, okay? The reason why the Phillies are where they are is because this pitching has done good enough during big stretches to give the offense an opportunity to just have one good inning to break through. And that's why they are where they are right now. And the pitching has definitely been more of a surprise. There's no question about it. But that's how I feel. Now, the Brewers have having a conversation with the umps about something, and I don't know what's going on. But they'll head back over to the dugout. This is where I wish that we could get word on things. No worries, man. I liked how I just casually just displayed that and didn't even notice. So we were going to throw a couple of warm-up pitches. I don't know if there was when they were doing the when they were taking care of the field, they had the grounds crew out there. If something wasn't right, I don't know. Not trying to speculate. I'm a broadcaster. I'm not a professional landscaper. The pitch, and there's a strike called to Rhys Hoskins. The ball is 1 strike to Rhys, and he'll ground this one over to third. Sosa has to be quick and charge it on over to first base, and he does. And there's his first put out ever since he's returned from the IL. Hoskins 0 for 2. And Sal Frelick is going to come on up. That's what I like about you. Your feelings for the Phillies are so true. I appreciate it. But I'm also like, I also love it when people don't agree with me too, you know. But no, I appreciate it. I like how you feel the same way with that. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and there's a ball. Laurie says the offense is frustrating, yes, but it's the nature of baseball. There are streaks and then there are slumps. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's popped up towards the left side of the or the right side of the infield, and Sosa calls off Harper, and will make the catch over towards that first base side. So, I mean, that's the wind picked that up a little bit, and Sosa sort of switched spots with Bryce Harper. And Wheeler was called off by Sosa too, so it was more so like who was going to get it. Sosa's like, I got it. No worries. 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch on the way is a sinker. That's inside. It's Joey Ortiz who's up to bat. Grounded out in the 3rd. Batting over on the right side against Wheeler in the 1-0, and Wheeler comes back with a fastball that swung on and missed. Worcester now leads at 14-5 against Lehigh Valley. So Griff McGarry, I guess, did not have a good outing. Next pitch, low and inside for ball 2. You know, that's the other thing, is that the Phillies have had problems with their 5th starters, but you would think that with Mick Abel and Griff McGarry, you know, for them to not get the calls up, for them to be the 5th starter, that tells me that something's not right. 2-1, and that's low for ball 3. We were not wasting any time. Hasn't gotten into too many 3-ball counts tonight, and he fires a strike, and now it's 3-2. The Reds are now within 1. It's 5-4. Mets lead at 9-1. So we'll put the Braves game over here in place of the Mets. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Stevenson will be there, and he'll make the catch. And 5 innings by Wheeler. He's allowed 1 run on 3 hits, and has been on the same playing field with Frankie Montas. So here we go. Top of the 6th coming up for Philadelphia. Okay. Alonso has 2 homers. All right, so let's do that. Let's change the scoreboard, and let's see how the Braves will fare because I don't like looking at a 9-1 score. I'd rather have something else positive come out of this. Like and subscribe, folks. Let's get to 300 likes for the second time this season. That'd be really cool. Keep those likes coming. Keep those subs coming as well. I want us to get to 4,300 if we can. And again, none of this happens without you guys, so I really do appreciate all your love and all your support. It means the world. All right. So let's check in on the Braves. It's in the top of the 7th, and it's 5-4 Atlanta. Callis to go. What else? JVR's on the Jackets. Yeah, man. He's on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Can you believe that? You know, I feel like that there's, and it's not just for hockey, there's certain guys that can be utilized around any team, like that's still a value, you know, and maybe they weren't like what they were supposed to be, but they float around and you can still find a spot for them, you know? I'm trying to think of like a good baseball one. Here's a good example of a baseball guy that still has a spot. That's sort of like a utility player. Like like Freddie Galvis. I mean, I know he's not in the league anymore, but he's still sort of had a good career where teams still needed him and they could find a way to utilize him, you know? Like a journeyman or something like that. Here's Schwarber, check swing, ground ball, hit over to third base, barehanded throw over to first is not in time, and Schwarber beats it out. That's one way to do it. That's how you start off the top of the 6th. So Joey Ortiz made a nice bang-bang play, but Schwarber out-hustled the throw by Ortiz. Sidearm throw, barehanded, and Schwarber just beat it out. Boy, does he give all the effort that he can. He does. That's how Schwarber gives the Phillies their 4th hit of the ball game. The pitch to Trey Turner, swing and a miss as Montas heads back out there for his 6th frame. Turner singled in the 3rd. His average up to 297. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch, that's outside. And Contreras was thinking about throwing it back over to first base and decided not to. Harper waits in the on-deck circle. Charge! Montas kicks and fires, and that's off the plate. Two balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1, swing and a miss. Turner, lifetime against the Brewers, hitting .326 in 35 games. 23 RBIs, 6 home runs, and 42 hits as well. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and Turner goes down on strikes. And Frankie Montas now with 9 Ks through 5 1/3. Montas has struck out Kyle Schwarber 2 times, has struck out Harper twice as well, has struck out JT twice, also struck out Cal Stevenson, and now gets Trey Turner to be a strikeout victim. Now it's Bryce Harper, who will roll this one foul. Reds have a runner on over at first base in the bottom of the 7th. And if the Reds beat the Braves, the magic number for the Phillies to get into the playoffs goes down to 3. No balls, 1 strike. If the Phillies win, it'll go down to 2. And the 0-1 pitch misses away for a ball. 390 people tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. 1 ball, 1 strike. Montas gets set just at the belt. Gets the signs and delivers the pitch to Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone! And Bryce Harper gives the Phillies a 2-run lead. Here in the top of the 6th, the 29th homer of the season by Bryce Harper. I think this guy's heating up. Three homers for Bryce over his last 7 days. And the pitch to Castellanos is low and outside for ball 1. That was needed. Absolutely. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's taken in the dirt for a ball. Thank you all so much for being here, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is low for ball 3. Feel like you got to be happy about that with Bryce. .88 pitches for Montas, and the 3-0 pitch to Castellanos swung on and missed. Remember, that was Harper was 2 for 6 coming into today against Frankie Montas, and he never homered off of him. 3-1 delivery, and that misses down low for ball 4, and Montas has been leaking oil in this inning as he allows a walk to Nick Castellanos. So the question is, if you're the Milwaukee Brewers, looks like Aaron Ashby is going to get warmed up in the bullpen. Okay, so I stand corrected. I was going to ask if you're the Milwaukee Brewers, right? And you're Pat Murphy, what do you do? Now it's Bryson Stott who's up to bat. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. And a runner over at first base. The Rockies also lead it 2-0 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that's big as well. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch to Stott is outside for ball 1. Weaver's having a great night. Let's give him some run support now. I think that they heard you. I do. Think that they heard you. 1-0 delivery. Ground ball into the right side for a base hit past the dive of Turang. Frelick gets over to it. Castellanos stops over at second base, and runners go from station to station. And the oil continues to leak for Frankie Montas. Again, Stott just putting it in the right spot. He just was able to get it off the end of the bat and put it in between the 3-4 hole. Surprised that Turang wasn't playing wasn't shifted over that far to the right side, but Phillies will certainly take that. And now it's JT Realmuto who is coming up to bat here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. So let's see if he can come through. First pitch to JT, and that is a foul ball. John Clark says it looks like Bryce Harper's power is back. He just hit his 3rd homer over his last 4 games. I said 3rd over his last 7, but 3rd over his last 4 sounds more impressive. 0-1. That misses inside. "94 pitches by Frankie Montas, including 58 strikes and 36 balls. Top of the 6th, the Phillies are up by 2, and they're looking to add on to their lead. The 1-1 pitch, and that's a little cue shot, but it's a foul ball. And the Reds just took the lead. Holy moly. The Braves were up 5-0, and the Reds have come back, and they lead it 6-5. What? In what world? 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto, and the next pitch on the way, and that's a foul ball. The Reds really just have come back against the Braves, really. That's crazy. And the Marlins are 3 outs away from beating the Dodgers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT, and the pitch on the way, and JT swung at ball 2, but he stays alive. Spencer Steer just homered in the bottom of the 7th to make it 6-5. That's wild. Reds have helped us out, man, by beating the Braves, by beating the Mets. They've been helping us, dude. 1-2 pitch. That's low for ball 2. Williamson for them went 1 1/3. And Grant Holmes started, and he went 4 innings. Two balls, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. And the pitch, and a good eye by JT as he lays off on the slider. And the count is now 3-2. Montas with pitch number 100 coming up. So a lot of pitches in this inning. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. That was ball 4. That was in the dirt. And JT chased after a cutter. And that's the 10th strikeout by Frankie Montas. And well, Pat Murphy has seen enough. And Brandon Marsh is coming up, so they're going to go with a lefty here, looks like, with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Wow. All right, so pitching change coming up for the Milwaukee Brewers. Again, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. Mets are still up 9-1. So the magic number for the division, if the Phillies do win, will just go down to 4 if that happens. The Giants lead at 10-0 out in Baltimore. What is going on over there? I don't know. Albert Suarez pitched and allowed 4 earned runs. And how about Craig Kimbrell in 2/3 of an inning, allowing 6 earned runs? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, sir. Oh, Jack is a Philly fan. He's just tough, you know? Like, you have to understand, Like, this is the blue collar mentality. That's just how it goes. Like, you know, like the thing is that when you're a Philly fan, like you know, sometimes like some people really give their team tough love. You know what I mean? And it's hard to like recognize that, but that's the truth. So Jack absolutely is a fan, but that's just how it goes. Some people are really tough on their team. And of course he wants the Phillies to do well. That's why he's on here. But yeah. 352 people tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit those bell icons. Come on, man. And the Marlins just got another 2 runs. My gosh. Thank you all so much for helping us out. This is great. The Marlins have put up 11 runs against the Dodgers. Comes Brandon Marsh to the plate, and that's a called strike. Jake Berger just hit a 415-foot home run. Wow. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is a fastball right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss to Brandon Marsh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. So Aaron Ashby comes in to just face Brandon Marsh, but the Phillies do get 2 runs on a 2-run homer by Bryce Harper. And, well, we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 Phils. All right, we don't have to go at people in the chat, like, sorry, Jack. We don't have to do that. You know, that's going a little bit far. Come on, bro. I've seen a lot of baseball for sure. We gotta keep it somewhat nice. Ugh. Dodgers, they swept the Marlins in the first series back in May. But now they're down 11-7. Bro, what if the Mets somehow find a way to lose against the Nationals? I mean, are we seeing upsets? I don't know. And the Diamondbacks are losing 3-0 as well. The Diamondbacks might also start becoming relevant for us. I don't know, though, but we'll see. Pierce Johnson has now allowed 3 homers and 5 earned runs in 7 2/3 over his last 8 appearances. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit those bell icons, too. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? I want us to get to 250 today. I'd like us to get there. That'd be really, really awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. What are your thoughts about this Phillies offense? Do you guys feel like that this Phillies offense has been a disappointment this year? Or do you think that, well, they've won 90 games. I'm not really concerned about it. Wow. All right. Dodgers are going to the top of the 9th. Love thy neighbor. Well, you don't have to love thy neighbor, but you should at least respect them. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bottom of the 6th. We were with 78 pitches, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Bryce Terang up to bat now for the Brewers. And the 1-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Durango for 2 against Zach Wheeler, as we mentioned. And the 1-1 is way up high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, ground ball. Chopped over to shortstop. Turner scoops it up, tosses it over to first, and 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. We were lifetime against Milwaukee, 4-2. ERA stands at 2.53. And he has 72 Ks in 10 appearances. The pitch. There's ball 1. It's taken high. Last time he faced the Brewers, he ended up striking out 6 for the Phillies. Ended up getting the win as well. And went 7 innings. Next pitch, and now it's a 1-1 count. It was on June 3rd. Phillies ended up winning that series and scored 7 runs in total, but only allowed 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Braves just got out of the inning, and the Reds are coming up. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, ground ball hit over to third. Sosa spins, turns, throws over to first, and Jackson Chourio just beats it out. A bang-bang play by Edmundo Sosa, but Chourio's speed able to light it up. This is why he's getting a whole lot of talk by the MLB world, because he has potential to be a 5-tool player. Really does. Power, speed, and contact. He has a pretty good glove out there as well. Toss back over to first, not in time. Once this inning is done, we're going to see if the Marlins can get the last 2 outs. I saw that just changed. That's good. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and the pitch, and there's a foul ball that's back towards the screen. Contreras batting .282 with 22 homers and 90 RBI. He's been a great addition for the Milwaukee Brewers. Played with the Atlanta Braves as well. The ball is 1 strike, and we were kicks and fires. The pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. This could be 2. The throw over the second, there's 1. The throw to first, got him! A 6-4-3 double play. Let's go. Time to go to the top of the 7th. Nice pitch by Zach Wheeler, and that could not have come at a better time. Top of the 7th coming up, and the Phillies lead it 3-1. All right. Let's keep our eyes on this Dodgers game right now. Who is up to bat? Who's up? Who is up to bat? I'll take a double play. 5 more subs until we get to 42.50. Okay, so somebody just got on for the Dodgers. It was Mookie Betts. So Ohtani got out, and now Freddie Freeman is coming up. Come on, Marlins. Come on, man. We need 2 more outs from y'all. 2 more outs, man. I think Marstad and Stevenson should be pitcher frustrators, meaning crowd home plate to screw with the sliders and inside fastballs. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point. We all do, Will. We all do. Absolutely. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Come on, man. Double play ends the game. Double play ends the game. Come on. Help us out. Come on. Foul ball. Be nice for the Reds to get another insurance run. Nationals are down 9-1 to the Mets in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Come on, Tinoco. Strike out Freeman here, bro. That'd be really nice. Got him. He got him out. 2 gone. All right, so up to bat now for the Phillies is Edmundo Sosa, and he lines this one down the right field line. It is a fair ball. It's going to go all the way towards the corner. Sosa is going to go on over to second base, and he gets in with a stand-up double to start off the top of the 7th and shimmies over there as well. There we go. All right, so that was a beautiful piece of hitting as well. One more out, baby. One more. Teoscar Hernandez is up for them. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So here's Wes Wilson, who's facing Aaron Ashby. That was a big double by Edmundo Sosa. The pitch on the way, and there's a strike called. No balls, 1 strike to Wes Wilson, who just has 2 hits as a pinch hitter. No balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and there's a called strike 2. Teoscar just got on base for the Dodgers, and on deck is the tying run. 0-2 pitch. That's fouled back over towards the screen. Ashby came on in relief for Frankie Montas, who went 5 2/3, allowed 3 earned runs, and had 10 strikeouts. And a look back over at second base to keep Sosa in check. No throw, though. No balls, 2 strikes to Edmundo Sosa. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, or that was to Wes Wilson, excuse me. Sosa's over at second, and Wes Wilson strikes out. I'm fine with them going to Wes Wilson there over Cal Stevenson. So there's 1 gone. And now it looks like there will be another move. Top of the 7th with 1 out. And they're going to have a pitching change. The Dodgers just got a 2-run double and made it now 11-9. And the tying run is coming up to the plate. Max Muncy just got a 2-run double. And that's still in the top of the 9th. And the Dodgers are not going down. It's Tommy Edman who's 0 for 4 today, but we know what he can do. So Ashby, is going to stay out there. Pitching coach went out there to sort of talk things over with him. So there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And now it's Kyle Schwarber coming up. And the pitch. And there's a strike called. The Marlins got the final out. Let's go. We'll take it. Ring the bell. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch. And there's a strike called. What ended up happening? Now I want to know. Now I have to know what happened. Edman struck out. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 to Schwarber is down low for a ball. Atlanta's in the top of the ninth. It's 6-5 Cincinnati. Atlanta had a 5-0 lead. And if the Braves lose, the Phillies' magic number for them getting into the playoffs goes down to 3. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, and that's hit off of the heel of the pitcher, Ashby. Sosa's going to round third. He'll come on in to score, and Kyle Schwarber gives the Phillies a 4-1 lead. Just keep ringing those bells. That thing was hit so hard that it hit off of Ashby's back heel, and it just went all the way towards the first base side in foul ground. And Schwarber able to get an infield RBI single. That's his second infield single today. The last one that he had was on a check swing single. All right, Braves just got out, and there's 2 outs left. Comes Trey Turner. And Turner swings at this one and hits it out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And now Bryce Harper's coming up. Let's go. Harper takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Hit a 2-run homer back in the 6th. The 0-1 to Harper, and that is on the outside corner for a called strike. Next pitch to Bryce, and that's fouled back. Braves led it 5-0. That's another blown lead for them. They're down to their final 2 outs. The 0-2 to Harper, swing and a miss, and he strikes out. And there is 2 gone in the inning. Come on, I want this inning to end. Before we do trivia, we got to see if the Reds can close this one out. Nick Castellanos up to bat, 4-1 Philadelphia. And the pitch, and that's low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Castellanos, and there's a called strike. Jared Kelenic just struck out for the Atlanta Braves, and they're down to their final out in the top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch to Casty, and that's outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike to Castellanos, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. The Braves are now down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos, 2 runners on, and 2 outs. And the 2-2 to Casty, and he fouls it off. The 2-2 on the way, and there's a pop-up hit out over towards center field, and that will be caught for out number 3, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies do lead at 4-1 on the RBI infield single by Kyle Schwarber. Bottom of the 7th coming up. All right. Okay, so the Reds lead at 6-5. Arcia just singled, and the game continues. We're not going to do trivia right now because if the Reds get one more out, the playoff magic number goes down to 3 for the Phils. And Michael Harris II's coming up, so the tying run's over at first base in the top of the 9th. So again, if the Braves lose, the magic number for the Phillies getting into the playoffs goes down to 3. First pitch to Harrison, that's a called ball. Diaz is still pitching for the Reds. That's Alexis Diaz. And Luis Angel Acuna just hit another home run, or just his first career homer for the New York Mets, and they now lead 10-1. Two balls, no strikes to Michael Harris, and Eli White just stole second base. So the tying run is now in scoring position for them. That's a 3-1 count. Bottom of the 7th here at Miller Park. Come on, man. We need the Braves to lose. And they're down to their final strike again on a called strike. Come on, Cincinnati. Wheeler's going to go back out there to pitch the bottom of the 7th. And Harris is out. That's it. The magic number goes down to 3. Let's go. Good stuff. Harris struck out. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch by Wheeler, and that is swung on and missed. Wow. They got it. 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 7th, and the next one is high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 7th, and the next pitch, and that's fouled back towards the screen. I will just put the Mets game on here just so that we have it. 92 pitches by Zach Wheeler. The 2-2 delivery, ground ball, hit back over to Trey Turner, who has to flip it over to first base, and Mitchell is out. That's Garrett Mitchell. And there's 1 gone. Man, thank you so much. We're getting closer. 3. Which means tomorrow, if the Phillies win tonight, and if the Phillies win tomorrow, and if the Braves lose, then they're in. They're officially in. 1 out, bottom of the 7th, then the next pitch is high for a ball. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow I didn't even get to see what time the Braves play. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball, little comebacker to Zach Wheeler, and the throw over to first is in time. Just to read, if the Phillies win tonight, and if they win tomorrow, and if the Braves lose, then they're in. It's a combination of Braves losses and Phillies wins. Good stuff. 2 gone, bottom of the 7th. Wheeler with 95 pitches. And the pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Jake Bauers, 0 for 2. He's flied out and lined out. And the 1-0 pitch. And there's a ball. So we'll do trivia in the top of the 8th. That's what we'll do. The 2-0 pitch. And there's a called strike. Mets have been a huge surprise over the last few weeks. They've been doing really good. Two-one delivery. Popped up, hit out over towards right field, and Castellanos gets under it and will make the catch for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 8th. The Phillies lead it 4-1. And they'll come back up. Stott, Realmuto, and Marsh are going to come on up. Well, that helps because then if the Braves lose and the Phillies then win, that would be great for my call. So we win 2 out of 3 against the Mets. We're going to come in first for the division. Braves play tomorrow night at 6:40. Thanks for letting me know. What time are the Mets on tomorrow? The Mets play what time they're on? They play an afternoon game, right? Mets, Nationals. They're on in the afternoon tomorrow, I think. All right, it's time now for Phillies trivia. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right, so I said this earlier. This is like one of those things that if you were here earlier, you heard me say it. But who was the guy that hit the grand slam against the Cardinals in 2011 to give the Phillies the 5th straight division title? 7-10 for the Mets. Thanks. And the Dodgers and the Fish, what time are they on? They're at night. They're on at night, too. I said it before. Come on. Come on, I need your help. Let's go. Raul Ibanez. Got it. Nice job, Chris. Nice job. Chase Utley, that is incorrect. Yep. You got it, man. You got it. Raul Ibanez. It happened on this day. Yep. I also didn't really feel like looking into the textbook, so I was like, you know what? I want to see if people were paying attention, or if people that were not here, if they just know. So Ibanez. Utley is wrong. Utley is wrong. 5 more subs until we get to 4250. Let's go. Joel Payamps, who's been the setup pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, is going to come on in to pitch for Aaron Ashby. Comes Bryson Stott to the plate, and he takes it high and away for ball 1. Stott singled in the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes. Strom is going to pitch the bottom of the 8th. The 1-0 delivery, strike 1. Next pitch, and that's fouled away. So according to Scott Fransky on the Phillies radio network, this is from Dave Uram, if the Phillies win tonight in Milwaukee, then a win tomorrow at the Brewers will clinch a playoff spot. One ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th, and the pitch. And that's a called strike 3. That pitch was outside, but Morales calls Stott out on strikes, and Payamps gets the call. Oof. So Stott strikes out. And one away here in the top of the 8th. Comes JT Realmuto, who fouls the first pitch back over towards the screen. Charge! JJ, you ever think about renting yourself a small studio to give yourself a broadcasting space? Once I got money, man, yeah, for sure. Absolutely, I would love to do that. But I can't do that now. But one day, sure. 0-1, and the pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. Here's the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. And the 1-2 swing and a miss, and Realmuto goes down swinging for the 4th time today. Crazy. He has not looked good at the plate today. And he's been chasing after the bad pitches. It's the ones that are like low and outside that he's chasing after. So the Mets did just win. So the division magic number stays at 5. 2 outs, top of the 8th, and the pitch, and there's a slider that's outside for ball 1. That means that the Mets also just gained another game over the Atlanta Braves. 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. They're going to need the Braves some help from the Phillies this weekend when they play the 4-game set in New York. One ball, one strike. And the next pitch. And that is outside for ball 2. Oh, that sounds good, man. I appreciate that, bro. I really do. Thank you, man. It means a lot. 2-1. And that's chopped foul. When you end up in that broadcasting space, let me know. I can be your assistant. Dude, I'd appreciate that, you know. One day, it won't be a dream. I think it'll become a reality in a couple of years. I do. I love real confetti. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Brandon Marsh strikes out. And he goes down swinging for his second straight at-bat in the row. And Joel Payam strikes out the side as we head to the bottom of the 8th. All right, it is 4-1 Philadelphia. Wait, hold up. What's going on? What about play with JJ? You ain't at 3-step gonna say anything out that strike, on that strikeout by Stott. I mean that was a bad strikeout. I don't know. What else do you want me to say? You'll get there. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I don't know. It was a bad strikeout. I did say that the pitch was a little bit outside, but I said that Morales has been calling that pitch. I did say that. He's been calling that pitch today. Yes, and it's been a bad call, but those aren't strikes. But Wheeler's gotten some of them too. So I'm not happy with it, but yeah. Rhys Hoskins is going to face Matt Strahm to start off the bottom of the 8th. All right. Let's see what happens. Who will be the pitcher for the Phillies tomorrow? I can tell you right now who's going to be pitching tomorrow. It should be Christopher Sanchez. It should be Christopher Sanchez. Is it Christopher Sanchez? No, it's Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola is pitching tomorrow. Sanchez, that's right, he pitched on Sunday. Yeah, so he'll pitch Thursday for the opener against the Mets. So that's right. Okay, no problem. No worries. Let's just chillax. Oh, no. No, I'm not. I wasn't coming at you. No, I agree. Like, that was a bad call. That was a bad call. But no, I saw it. Kelsey Grammer. I don't know why I was thinking of Kelsey Ballerini first. All right, bottom of the 8th, and Strom is on the bump. And he throws the first pitch upstairs for ball 1 to Rhys Hoskins. Y'all are too literal. Bro, I like that about us. We have a mixture of people. You know? I think that that's great. And that tells me that our chat's continuing to grow. So, it means that we're doing our job. 1-0 is the count, and the next pitch is taken for ball 2. So Strom gets set at the letters, winds up and fires, and it's fouled back towards the screen. Hoskins is 0 for 4 against Matt Strom during his career. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch on the way, and there's a called strike, 2. Don't forget, if you want to donate, you're absolutely more than welcome to. Hit that super chat button. You can also like and subscribe as well and help out our algorithm here. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. The 2-2 delivery, and Hoskins fouls that one back towards the screen. Zach Wheeler pitched really well today, once again for Philadelphia, and was able to outduel Frankie Montas. Wheeler went 7 innings, had 6 strikeouts on 99 pitches, 4 hits surrendered, and 1 earned run allowed. The next pitch is upstairs, and the count is now full. Montas, on the other hand, went 5 2/3. He had 10 strikeouts. But it was the 6th inning that gave him some trouble. 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 hits allowed. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball into left field for a base hit past the dive of Edmundo Sosa, and Rhys Hoskins able to get his first hit off of Matt Strom in his career. So that will make him 1 for 5 against Strom. Yeah, it's the name of the game. You put the bat on the ball, and it's about where it is, man. Sosa just could not get to it. It's just out of reach. Frelick is up next, or Blake Perkins will actually come on in to pinch hit for Sal. Blake batting .247, hitting on the right side, 6 homers and 47 RBI, and he takes it inside. Interesting spot for Pat Murphy to put him up here. And the 1-0, strike 1. Fair point, JJ. It's the truth. We're growing. I like it. Love the mixture of personalities on here. 1-1 delivery. High again for ball 2. Matt Strom this year has a 2.06 earned run average. Remember, he allowed 3 earned runs against the Atlanta Braves on opening day, or 2 earned runs. And then it wasn't until June 27th. When he gave, June 14th, excuse me, when he gave up his first earned run since then. 2 balls, 1 strike to Blake Perkins, and the next pitch is taken for strike 2. ERA for a while was like at like a 1.2. Then it went up a little bit, and now it's certainly gone back down. He has a .84 ERA in this month so far. 2-2, foul ball. Strom kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Or they call it a foul. They called it a foul ball. Umpire just called it a foul ball at the last second. Let's see. Yep. I think it was a foul tip. And it was in the dirt. Strom kicks and fires, and that's a called strike 3. Now, that time it looked a little bit low, but Strom does record the first out of the inning via strikeout. It's just below the knees, not by much. Still is a good pitch. And the 9 spot is due up. First pitch off the plate to Ortiz. Joey Ortiz, hitless today. Grounded out over to shortstop. And also lined out as well. Like and subscribe, people. 1-0. There's a called strike. One and one is the count. Strom stares back over at first base. And now back to the plate. And the 1-1 delivery is popped up. Hit out over towards shallow right field. Stott says he has it. And he'll make the catch over towards that right field line. In the outfield for out number 2. Top of the order coming back up. And it's going to be Isaac Collins, who's going to pinch hit for Bryce Terang. Isaac Collins comes in, just has a 143 average, doesn't have a homer, and no RBI, obviously. The pitch. There's a strike. Actually, vice versa. No RBI, so therefore he doesn't have a homer. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Tim Kelly just tweeted out that Zach Wheeler is the 3rd pitcher this season to reach a 5.0 WAR. He joins Chris Sale and Tariq Skubal for the Detroit Tigers. 1-1 delivery in the dirt. If you guys want to become members, well, it's $2.99 a month, man. The link is posted down below. They're really, really cool. I know that I haven't really been as active like with the emojis and stuff, but don't you worry. During playoffs, we are going to get active with it. 2-1 pitch, and that's high for ball 3. Make sure that you tell your friends and family members about this channel because I want us to continue to boost up for the playoffs. I really do. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Isaac Collins up to bat for the Brew Crew. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch popped up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. I hope you see this heart. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Matt Strom strikes out Isaac Collins. And we head to the top of the ninth, 4-1 Philadelphia. Take that any day, baby. Good. I just told a good friend of mine in Lancaster, I hope he comes through. Nice. Thank you. That's great. That's good. Again, spreading the word really does help. It really does. Like, posting on social media, that's nice. That's really cool. But, spreading it through voice of mouth also helps out as well. That's great. They don't do baseball much here in the Philippines. Well, YouTube is changing that. YouTube is changing the landscape. I mean, yeah. So that's good. 4 more subs so we get to 4250. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope that each and every one of you are having yourselves a very, very fantastic night. It is 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you are here, if you are tuning in, you are a Philadelphia freak. You have problems. You are sick and you don't want to get better. That's just how it goes. Or you're a baseball freak. Or you're a sports freak. Or you're all the above. All right? But that's okay because guess what? These people, these 377 people that are here, they all have the same problem. And we all don't want to get better from it. So it's beautiful. So become a member and become a subscriber to Play by Play with JJ today for more freakish behavior stuff with a capital P and a capital H. That's how we go. I tell about the basketball. That's big here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, basketball's cool. Football, you should tell them about that as well. Well, football's not as big over there. All right, so let's go to the top of the ninth inning. We do have some defensive changes for the Brewers. Edmundo Sosa is up to bat for the Phils, and he takes it inside to make it a 1-0 count. Enoli Paredes is going to pitch. He has a 1.47 ERA in 15 games. He's had a really, really good career so far. And he throws the next one outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Edmundo Sosa. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Adames has it, throws it over to first, and 1 gone already in the top of the ninth. Paredes was on the Houston Astros from 2020 to 2022. Somebody just unsubbed, really? Really? 1 out, top of the ninth, and the pitch to Yohan Rojas, and that's taken for strike 1. So Rojas comes on in to play for Cal Stevenson after Wes Wilson pinched hit for Cal back in the 7th. The ball is 1 strike, the pitch. Fouled back over towards the screen, and we'll do it again. Paredes is 28 years old. When he was with the Houston Astros in 2022, of course, he faced the got to face the Phillies in the playoffs. The ball's 2 strikes. The next one is outside, off the plate for a ball. 1-2 pitch, outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Yohan Rojas. Phillies will have Jeff Hoffman warming up in their bullpen. And he'll probably pitch the bottom of the ninth, I assume. 3-2, and that's down low for ball 4. And Rojas gets on with a 1-out walk in the top of the ninth. How did we get here, JJ? Well, in case you are wondering, the Phillies took a 1-0 lead on a solo homer by Nick Castellanos. That was back once upon a time to start off the top of the second inning. And then the Brewers tied it back on an RBI triple by Garrett Mitchell in the bottom of the 4th. And then it was Bryce Harper who gave the Phillies a 2-run homer in the top of the 6th to make it 3-1 as Schwarber comes up and takes it outside for ball 1. It's now 5 balls in a row, mind you, by Paredes. And then Kyle Schwarber gave the Phillies an extra run on an RBI infield single. Runner goes, the 1-0 pitch, it's outside, throw over the second base, and it is not in time. Johan Rojas able to get a jump, but how about the throw by Contreras? That throw was that throw was a really good throw. That was from Contreras' knees. That was a great effort. But I think Rojas may have just gotten in there. Contreras, though, the fact that he threw it from his knees to just have that type of an arm, that's crazy. 2-0 pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. So that's going to put Rojas over at second. And Rojas able to utilize his wheels. 2-1 pitch, foul ball. That's now 24 steals by Johan Rojas. 2-2 pitch to Schwarber off the plate. Three balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. His average sits at 250. And the payoff pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's carrying. It's going back towards the track, and it is caught just at the out-of-town scoreboard for out number 2. That thing was carrying, and I thought maybe it had a chance to go out, and it almost did. And there's out number 2 as Jackson Chourio is able to keep it in the yard. And Schwarber thought that he may have gotten it as well. So close. That would have been home run number 36. Comes Trey Turner. And he lines this one out over to center field. And that's going to be played on a bounce by the center fielder. Rojas rounding third. And they'll come on in to score. An RBI single by Trey. And that's going to make it 5-1 Philadelphia on the insurance RBI single by Turner. Well, Kyle couldn't get a homer, but Trey's like, I'm going to get us a run anyways. The Phillies have struck out 16 times in this game, but they lead it 5-1. And Bryce Harper's coming up. Tonight marks the 4th time, according to Renee Washington, this year the Phillies have struck out 16 or more times. The pitch to Harper, and that is lined out over to center field, and that will be caught for out number 3, and the inning is over. Phillies do get another run, though, on an RBI single by Trey Turner, and we head to the bottom of the 9th. It's 5-1 Philadelphia. So tonight marks the 4th time this year the Phillies have struck out 16 or more times in a game. They're 3-0 in those previous games, which is interesting. Hi, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. Jim Herb just also said that, too. I wasn't even looking at the chat. They have struck out 16 times tonight. JT has 25% of those. Does anyone know where the Phillies ranked in MLB strikeouts this year? The Phillies overall, as a team in strikeouts, I can tell you that right now, too. It may take me a little bit of time. in regards to hitting, right? The Phillies are 18th in strikeouts. They're 18th. They're in the middle of the pack. They have 1,249 strikeouts this year. The team that has struck out the most is the Seattle Mariners. They've struck out 1,514 times. So, there's the answer to your question. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. We need 2 more to get to 200, and we need 4 more subs to get to 4,250. So tell your friends, tell your family members about this channel. I'd appreciate it. If you guys want to donate, you're absolutely more than welcome to. Hit that super chat button down below. If you don't know how, you're more than welcome to ask people in the chat how to do it down below, and they'll certainly guide you on how to do it. But you don't have to. All right, bottom of the 9th. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the chat and somebody else. JC's here. What's up, JC? Let's cut this playoff magic number to 2, JC. Come on. I need to get fired up after what was brutal last night. Come on, man. Come on. Here comes Jeff Hoffman to pitch the bottom of the 9th. Phillies are 3 outs away from cutting the playoff magic number down to 2. Bottom of the 9th. You're funny, Jane. First pitch popped up. Hit out over towards shallow left center field. Marsh calls off Turner, and there's out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out. I like the sound of that. Now we need 2 more of those. And now William Contreras is coming up. This guy is not an easy out. Thanks, JJ. You're the man. I got you, bro. Contreras batting .281. 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball right down the center of the plate. That came at 97 by Jeff Hoffman, and he has been really sharp this season. The 0-1 delivery, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. We were 7 strong innings today, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts. Matt Strahm, 1 inning, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts. No balls, 2 strikes to William Contreras, who's on to face Jeff Hoffman. The 0-2 delivery is in the dirt. And it's now a 1-2 count. Hoffman's ERA is at a 1.76. He has gone up against the Brewers twice this season and has gone 2 innings without allowing a run. And he has 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2. High and inside for ball 2. The Phillies can hang on. They'll look to go for the series win tomorrow night. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is off the plate for ball 3. And what was an 0-2 count is now a full count. So William Contreras. He's 0 for 2 lifetime against Hoffman. Can he win the battle? The 3-2 pitch. He does. Swing and a miss. A slider in the dirt, and there's 2 gone. Chased after the slider. I can't believe it. Got him. That was a good pitch. After winning in the count 0-2, it was a 3-2 count, and Hoffman able to get the strikeout. Brewers down to their final out. First pitch, swing and a miss to Garrett Mitchell. He singled, tripled, and has stolen a base. And drove in the lone run for Milwaukee. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball hit over towards the right side. Stott has it, flips it over to first, and that's the ball game. The Philadelphia Phillies tied the series 1-1 against the Brewers and cut the magic number of getting into the playoffs down to 2. Ring the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. Ring the bell, Philadelphia. Wow. Great win. Really nice win by the Phillies. The offense struggled in those first 5 innings. They just know when to turn it on, man. They probably heard me in South Jersey and were like, JJ, we've had enough. Bryce is going to give you a 2-run homer. There was a Bryce that couldn't produce last night for one Philadelphia team, but how about the other one coming through tonight? And he did. He did. He came through, and not only did he come through, but he's the player of the game, in my opinion, along with Zach Wheeler. Bryce Harper did a really good job in tonight's game and gave the Phillies the big hit that they needed, a big 2-run homer. Castellanos had a nice swing in that top of the second, so that was really nice to see as well. Schwarber with the RBI single. Trey Turner had another RBI single as well. I want to go back to that one play, man, earlier in the game that got or that was confirmed. That was a bad call. I looked at it from different angles. That was a really bad call. It was a bad call. And MLB should be ashamed of themselves. But nonetheless, that's baseball. And the Phillies did win. And I'm really happy about that. So, Zach Wheeler gets another win. And that's big for the Phils. So 5-1 is the final score. Wheeler gets his 16th win. He's now 16-6, 7 innings, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks. That was really nice. And finally, they pounced on Montas. I was having enough. The Phillies were chasing after pitches. JT Realmuto, man, what a bad day he had today. He was I'm talking about like at the plate when he was in the box. So he had such a bad day today, but they found a way. This team finds ways to win. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about. They can look ugly. I can critique the offense, but I care about the wins. I care about the W's. I care about that W right next to their name in the standings. It looks good seeing 91 and 60. I'll take that any day of the week. All right. One word to describe that one, man. One word to describe that game. That's what I want to know. Thanks, JJ. Things are heating up. They are. Trying to sort of save that energy, but it's nice. We needed it. We definitely did, and it was a good performance. One word to describe that. What are your thoughts on this game? Please comment down below. I'd love to hear what y'all have to say. Give the pitcher tomorrow, or hope the pitcher tomorrow won't screw up. Yeah, hopefully Aaron Nola does pretty good. That'd be really nice. Ring the bell, baby. Yes, sir. Did we say who pitches tomorrow? It's Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, and about to get undressed and go a-howling. It's a full moon. Awesome, JJ. Good night, my friend. We should have 2 more starts to give Sale a run for his Cy Young. Yeah, I think that he will get another 2 starts. He should get another 2 starts. Yeah, with the way that things are lined up, he'll pitch against the Mets on Sunday, and he'll pitch one more time. Yeah, he will. And the Phillies are gonna want they're gonna want to get that bye, so they're gonna want him to be on the same routine, right? So if they have him lined up to pitch on the last day of the season, then maybe he'll be good to go on Friday if they can avoid the first round and get that bye. So that'd be nice. Thanks for another great call. No problem, man. Go Phils. Good win. They better get the win tomorrow and go on into New York. So that would be great. According to this magic number scenario, says that the Phillies' magic number of getting into the playoffs is down to 1. But really it's at 2 because the Phillies did not win the tiebreaker against the Atlanta Braves. So it should be down to 2 because of that. That's the way that I calculated it, because the tiebreaker goes to the Braves because they won the head-to-head record. So, all right, catch you all tomorrow. Regardless, the Phillies have a chance of making it into the playoffs tomorrow if they can get the win. So, all right, love you all to death, and I will catch you all on the next one. I will bring the champagne. I'm gonna bring some beer with me. I will. I definitely will. We'll hop it on. All right, see you. Bye. Catch you all tomorrow, Lila Tov.